Hey folks, this is Lawrence with Fellowship of the Father, and today's topic will be the winters of life, living on a prayer. The winters of life, living on a prayer. So I started with the spiritual theme of living on a prayer. One, it's I love me my rock and roll, and two, it's something that everyone can relate to, where people just feel like they're holding on for dear life and they're trying to figure it all out. So this is actually episode 51, and we are halfway there. We are halfway to my current goal of 100 episodes. And on the front end, what I did is I started really hammering out these episodes and started getting data back. What's right? What's wrong? What can I do to improve? And one of the things that I ran into was the man on the street didn't necessarily work so well because the wind kept on blowing on the microphone. Wind, pop screen filters, everything, it wasn't enough for this wind that shows up in our areas. So I went to plan B, which was to be in the studio. So hopefully you noticed a difference in the quality of the audio. And even I got started I got a false start on this video when I went to video and I looked over and I had the protective cover over my microphone. So there's a lot to remember when you're recording these episodes. So thank you for your patience as I develop my channel. I am the one single person working on everything. So I'm doing the content, I'm recording, I'm editing, and I'm posting. And then after that, I got to market it. So it's quite a learning experience. So thank you for your patience. But anyway, living on a prayer. So we're going to talk about what happens during the winter. So civilizations know this, especially the ones that are prone to the harsh winters, is that as the sun goes down and we start moving into the winter of in our hemisphere, the winter creates a little situation, and which is it's about as least optimum to survive in as possible on planet Earth. So the snow and the rain and the sleet and the thunderstorms and everything that comes with winter creates a little issue, and they would literally equate winter to death in a lot of ways. So you think about what's going on with the sun, and the sun is at its peak element in the summer months, and then it starts dying, lowering itself to where it's, if you're in, say, an area where there's hills, it will literally disappear behind the hills. If you're on flat land, it will almost disappear over the horizon, and then it makes its way back up as it moves towards spring. So in those times, people really thought long and hard, how am I going to survive the summer or the winter? What do I need to do during the summer to survive the winter? What do I need to do in spring, summer, and in harvest to survive the winter? Because the winter is coming, and that is true about life. The winter is always coming. Something's on the way. And so that's one of the things that I see in a lot of ways is things that are the concept that is fading out in a lot of churches, that winter's on the way. Nope, I believe it. I trust in the Lord, and He'll always provide for me. He'll always take care. I just need to be here, absorbing God's light. And while that is true, God will take care of you. He does have some expectations for the way that looks. And so so we talk about consider the ant, you sluggard, right? It says he gathers his provisions in the spring and the summer, and then during the winter he's taken care of. He's taken care of because he gathered his provisions, right? So that's what it talks about in the Bible. It's like you're reading some scriptures but not the other scriptures. You're going to start running into problems. So let's go ahead and talk about in Ecclesiastes 7:14. It says this: when times are good, be happy. But when times are bad, consider this: God has made the one as well as the other. Therefore, no one can discover anything about their future. Right? So here it talks about when the times are good, be happy. So let me ask you something. When times are good, are you happy, or are you spoiled, or are you oblivious? What are you? So here I am recording on my 32 track recording system, and actually I have other versions of this same software where it's actually virtually limitless as long as the processing power is strong enough. So the potential that I have in the studio is amazing. So I have a choice. Either I could ignore it, or I can benefit from it, or I can be grateful for it, or there's a lot of different avenues I can take as far as being grateful and getting to work and rolling up my sleeves and being excited about everything God has provided for me. So I could also focus on all the talents that I don't have, right? All the potential that has been shut down because I don't have a certain amount of leverage in certain areas of my life. I can focus on those things. Or I can focus on the strengths and the leverage I have and get to it. And that way, when winter comes along, I don't know if I'll say sitting pretty, but I will say that as long as you're moving, you'll do a lot better than if you are not moving and not providing any kind of value or any kind of future for yourself. So think about the winters of your life. And so are you the type of person that is just living on a prayer all the time? Are you always just, God, take care of this. God, take care of that. God, you are the one that gets to pick up all the pieces of my life no matter what I do? Or are you more like, God, thank you for the strengths that you provided for me. Thank you for the leverage you provided for me. And thank you for cutting off all the areas where you don't want me in the first place. Right? Different way to look at it. So as we're moving forward, I've examined some of the episodes, and I've taken a look at what's worked, and I've taken a look at the things that don't work. I'm reevaluating the structure of the content. I'm reevaluating the way I did things, and it's good to take moments to reevaluate, and that's something that can happen in the winter months. You can take a look at the way the year went, and you can reset your value system. You can reset your goals, your dreams, and your focus. And I think that's the takeaway in this is that, hey, when things are good, be thankful to God. And when things are bad, God also provided that. And just understand that He's trying to do something. And He's also enabled you to do amazing things. So if God is with you, who could be against you? Right? If God is with you, who could be against you? Do you have that amount of self-acceptance? And if you don't have self-acceptance, is there something ticking under the hood that you need to work on? So things to ask yourself during these winter months. And so what I'm going to be doing, I think, in the coming videos, I'm going to be focusing also on maybe a 1, 2, 3 concept, like point 1, point 2, point 3, and maybe establish what the call of the hour is, the problem of the current day, and then maybe fix that problem with giving you some options, or just what you can do during the week, something like that, I'm guessing. But ultimately, I want you to come to this channel and understand that you have options. I want you to understand that no matter what I provide to you, you're ultimately in the driver's seat. God is watching you, and if God is with you, who could be against you? So this is Lawrence with Fellowship of the Father, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, like, share, and subscribe. I am shooting for 1,000 subscriptions. I'd really appreciate it if not only you subscribe, but then you share the content with your friends and family. So until then, this is Lawrence with Fellowship of the Father. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.